Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here from Milan Family Chiropractic Center. You're riding in the car with the Chiro. So as I was preparing for what I was going to talk about today in the wee hours of the morning, because that's usually when my topics come to me, I was thinking about the transition of it's fall. We had the first day of fall 2 days ago, I think it was. And I'm wondering, what are you doing to transition into the next season? If you spend a lot of time watching the news, there is no transition other than more of the same old garbage that's been being vomited on us repetitively. And you know what? We need to stop listening to that silliness and allow ourselves to transition into a healthy life, right? And every season gives us an opportunity to reset ourselves, reset our clocks, and reset how we look at things, right? So while the wind is whipping up in preparation for some kind of rain coming in today, what are you doing to prepare for this next season? The kids have gone back to school, and in spite of all the rules and regulations that have been put on our children, we still have all of these so-called outbreaks. Yet kids are not the ones that get extremely sick, yet we're still propagating this lie that putting something over their nose and mouth is going to keep them healthier or protect them when it's not. And then if one person tests so-called positive, everybody's got to go in quarantine. I don't get that. I thought we quarantined sick people. I thought sickness was the thing that you quarantine, not healthy people. And it's interesting because as more people go back to work and more kids go back to school and we try and normalize on some level, what happens is I find that those that were the folks that really covered themselves, the majority, are the ones that are getting sick. Again, I'm seeing an uptick in those that wear their garments all the time are the ones that are the sickest. Yet those that don't and are around those that are sick are still not getting sick. And what I loved is I got a question, I think it was this week or last week, I can't remember. So I got a question, been exposed, I took them to the testing center to confirm that they had it, even though we kind of knew they had it. And sure enough, they got it and they were really sick. And I tested. I don't have any symptoms. I'm completely fine. And yet I don't understand because I live a lifestyle where, I smoke. And I smoke a lot. And I don't understand why I didn't get sick. And thank you for sharing that experience because it gave me an opportunity to tell you why. Guess what? You come to my office every single week without fail. If you miss it for whatever reasons, you make up that visit the following week and you make sure that your nervous system is working right. And when your nervous system is working right, your immune system is going to work right. So in spite of a bad habit, you're doing all the other things that are typically right to allow your immune system to be at its very best. And guess what? In spite of your exposure, your immune system didn't crash. Why is that? Because your immune system's working the way it's designed to. And as long as you continue to boost yourself with vitamins and eating healthy and living a predominantly healthy lifestyle, minus that one bad habit, your body's going to work the way it's designed to. So in the stressors of life, in the stressors of seasonal changes, right now, season's changing. A lot of my folks that suffer with allergies are all worried about, oh my goodness, do I have the vid, right? No, you don't have the vid. It's seasonal allergies. And even if you did get the vid, as long as you keep yourself as healthy as possible, you're going to get mild symptoms and, God willing, not wind up hospitalized. Those that wind up hospitalized, the number one reason, obesity. Number two reason is heart and pulmonary issues. And we're not just talking basic asthma. We're talking about serious pulmonary issues. So if you don't run the risks of those, even if you get the vid, you're going to be okay. Just like if you got the flu, and more people are more sick with the flu than with the vid. And we are entering the advent of so-called flu season. I don't call it flu season. It's fall, right? But with the kids going back to school and the kids sweating and mucusing and allergy season and wearing this thing on their face all day long and wiping and whatever and rebreathing their own air, the kids are going to get sick because this thing harbors bacteria and they're breathing it and they're putting it into their respiratory system, and they're going to get sick as a result of these policies that are barbaric, in my opinion. Children should not be masked. We need to stop this madness. These masks do not prevent spread of the virus. The virus is way smaller than the holes of these homemade cloth masks. So stop it. Stop this madness. Let our children breathe. Let our children be healthy. Let their immune systems get exposure so that their immune systems can get stronger, because you get strength in exposure. So my question for you today is, what are you doing as we enter the next season? What are you changing? Are you waking up every day and saying, I'm grateful for X, Y, and Z? Can you start your day with 3 things that you're grateful for? I do. You know what? I have a sticker on my mirror. And it reminds me, what are you grateful for? So that I make sure I answer that. And at the end of my day, before I go to bed, that sticker reminds me again, what am I grateful for? And I like to pick 3 things, always 3 things. And it doesn't have to be something huge. How about I'm grateful that I got a night's rest? How about I'm grateful for my family? I'm grateful for the love that my family is sharing. I'm grateful right now that my brother is recovering and doing extremely well as he looks at another surgery tomorrow. I'm grateful that he's got an incredible team of surgeons that are going to help him in his recovery. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve each and every one of you that come into my office. I could talk for hours about gratitude. But how about starting out with that? It changes your mindset. And then get up and do something physical. Get that body moving. And make sure you go to your chiropractor to make sure that spine and nervous system are functioning at their best. Because when your spine and nervous system are functioning at their best, you're less likely to succumb to exposure to whatever, whether it's the vid or anything else. When your spine and nervous system is working at 100%, your allergy symptomatology will be reduced. And we also have some nutritional support for allergy symptomatology. So if you're suffering and you're not under regular chiropractic care in my office, come on in. Let's check you out and see what we can do to help you not suffer, because life is meant to be lived. Okay? So, with that being said, you've been riding in the car with the Chiro. I'm Dr. Anita from Mylan Family Chiropractic Center. I hope you have a fantastic fall season, and I'll see you on the next ride.